Hi students. So in the previous session we have discussed about the decimals, how to add, what is the expanded form and this all. So in this today's class, how to operate this multiplication, how to find the product of two decimal numbers, how to find the product of two decimal numbers. So while finding the product of decimals, two ways can be done: by converting into the fractional form, then multiply both the numerators and both the denominators. That result again converting into the decimal form. Decimal convert into fraction, both the decimals, then multiply the numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. For that product can be converted into decimal. That is one way. Another way, while multiplying the decimal numbers, ignore the decimal point. Multiply them as like whole numbers. In the product, how many decimals are there in both the numbers? That many decimal places. Those you count in the product. From right side you count the decimal place. You count the digits and place the decimal point. Let us see how to multiply that decimal numbers. Let us see how to multiply two decimals. 0.3 into 0.3. That meaning is what? 3 by 10 of 3 by 10. 0.3 if you convert into the decimal fractional form, we get 3 by 10. Again 3 by 10. So 3 by 10 of 3 by 10, which will be multiplication, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. 3 3s are 9, 10 10s are 100, 9 by 100. Now you see, in the 100 box, that is a square grid 10 by 10, which is 100 square boxes are there. In that we shaded 9 parts, that is 9 by 100. Now you know how to convert the 9 by 100 into the decimal form. 9 by 100 into decimal form, that is 0.09. Let us see one more, that is 0.3 into 0.4. 0.3 into 0.4. So 0.3 if you convert into decimal fraction form, it gives 3 by 10, and 0.4 will give you as 4 by 10. So 3 4s are 12, 10 10s are 100. 0.3 into 0.4, which will give you 0.12. As we have discussed, 12 by 100, if you write in the decimal form, it comes 0.12. So let us see more examples about this. Now here you are able to see, represent the following practically, pictorial, like 0.6 into 0.4, 6 by 10 into 4 by 10. So 6 into 4, you see clearly 6 into 4 is 24, 10 10s are 100. So if you convert into decimal form, 0.24. Similarly 0.4 into 0.7. So 0.4 can be written as 4 by 10. 0.7 can be written as 7 by 10. Both numerators we are multiplying and both the denominators we are multiplying. 4 7s are 28. 10 10s are 100. 10 10s are 100. So 28 by 100 if you convert into decimal form, it is 0.28. 0.28. Now you see this tabular form, multiplication of two decimal numbers, 0.1 into 0.1. So 1 ones are, we are multiplying them as whole numbers, and you see in the product, both the numbers 0.1 into 0.1. So one digit after the decimal place in 0.1, one digit after the decimal place in 0.1, totally 2. So 1 ones are 1, and we are counting from right side and placing the decimal point. You see in the same 0.3 into 0.4, we are multiplying them as whole numbers. 3 4s are 12, but in the decimal place we have two digits. When you count 1 and 1 together is 2. So this is how we multiply them as whole numbers and corresponding to decimals. So how to multiply decimals you can see clearly. I'll explain another questions. Now see the alternative method. Multiply the decimals as if they are whole numbers. Then mark the decimal point in the product, leaving as many places to the right of decimal as is the sum of such places in the given decimals. Just example you see here, 0.6 multiplied by 0.4, 0.6 multiplied by 0.4. So we just multiply them as 0.6 into 0.4, we get 0.24. Both the places we have 1 and 1, so 2. So in the product we are leaving from counting from right side and placing the decimal point. See this example on multiplying 5.49 by 0.37. So 549, just 5.4937. As whole numbers we are multiplying, and finally in the product, we are counting that many digits, total 4 digits after the decimal point. 5.49, 2 digits, and 0.37, 2 digits after the decimal point. We are counting that total 2 plus 2, 4, and in the product from right side we are counting and leaving placing the decimal point, that is 2.0313. So like this we find product, we multiply the decimals. So let us see how to multiply 0.3 into 0.3. So we are just writing as 3 by 10 into 3 by 10. 3 by 10 into 3 by 10. Multiply, as we know that fractions multiplication, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. So 3 into 3 by 10 into 10, which gives 9 by 100. 3 3s are 9, 10 10s are 100. Now 9 by 100, convert into the decimal form 0.09. One more example is 0.3 into 0.4. Similar way, 3 by 10 into 4 by 10, 3 by 10 into 4 by 10. Both numerators we multiply, both denominators we multiply. 3 4s are 12 by 10 10s are 100. That you convert into the decimal form 0.12. Observe these answers. Now 0.6 into 0.4, if you do, then 6 by 10 into 4 by 10, which will give you 6 into 4 by 10 into 10, which is equals to 24 by 100, which you can write as 0.24. Next one more. Now the same thing 0.3 into 0.3, if you do 0.3 into 0.3, if you do on the normal multiplication, 0.3 into 0.3. Forget about what I want to say. This is alternative method. In this 0.3 into 0.3, here we converted into fraction, then we multiplied, then we converted into decimal. Here you see, multiply, just write them as a normal multiplication. Forget, ignore the decimal, multiply them as whole numbers. 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9, 3 zeros are 0. Then 0 3s are 0, 0 0 0. So 9 0 0. This is the product we got. Now you count the digits. After the decimal point, how many are there in each case? Here 1 and here 1. So 1 plus 1 together is 2. 1 plus 1 together 2 decimal places. In the product, from right side you count and that many digits you have to leave and place the decimal point. 1, 2. So 0.09. You got the same answer here. These two, right? So that's how we multiply normal multiplication. Let us verify one more. That is here 0.6 into 0.4. 0.6 into 0.4 alternate method. So we just multiply, ignore the decimal, multiply them as whole numbers. 4 6 are 24, 4 6 are 24, 4 zeros are 0 plus 2, 2, then 0 6 are 0, 0 zeros are 0, plus 4 2 0. Now you see, count the decimal places. Now you count the decimal places in each case. Here after there is 0.1. After the 0.1 digit is together 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2 from the product. In the product, you count from right side. Leave that many digits and place the decimal point together. 1 plus 1 2. So 1 2. So 0.24 is the answer. You check it now. This answer. Both are same. So converting into fraction, finding the product, again converting into the decimal form, and here directly normal multiplication. Let us verify one more question. Another example you see here, like multiply 2.5 into 1.4 or 12.5 into 1.4 or 1.25, we change the decimal place, 1.25 into 1.4. Observe it, normal multiplication, 1.25 into 1.4. But only the thing is, do not get confusion. Here 2 decimal places, here 1. How to write? You just place according to the one below point, tens place 10. Here also ones place like this. First you arrange. Normal multiplication, how do you do? Normal multiplication, how do you do? Ignore the decimal and write. If you want, you can convert into like decimals. Now ignore the decimal point and multiply them as whole numbers. 0 5s are 0, 0 5s are 0, 0 2s are 0, 0 1s 0. Next, 4 5s are 20, 4 5s are 20, 4 2s are 8 plus 2 10, 1 carry, 4 1s are 4 plus 1 5. Then second place, 1 5s are 5, 1 2s are 2, 1 1s are 1. We are adding all this. So 0, 0, 5, 7, 1. Even if you multiply normal multiplication, 14 5s are 70, 14 5s are 70, 7, 14 2s are 28 plus 5, 35, 3, 14 1s are 14 plus 3, 17. Now, so here, in this product, you observe in this product, how many decimal places to be placed? Here 1, here 2, total 3. But when you go for like this, here 2, 4. Even 1, 2, 3, observe it, 4. This 0 is extra as we placed over here. If not, only we count 3, 1, 2, 3. However you do, by converting into like or without converting into like, if you multiply, you get the same answer. This is how we multiply the decimals. I hope it is clear to you. Here we just will multiply them as like whole numbers. We find the product and now you count the number of decimal places. As we convert it into like, either you can count here 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place the decimal point. If you don't write here 0, then this column won't be there. This column will not be there. Then only 3 digits you have to count. However, you multiply. But when you are writing 0 here, you need to count here only. After point 2, so total 1, 2, 3, 4. If not, if you don't write this one, 1 plus 1, here 2 and here 1, total 3. One more example you see here. Without converting into same question, I will explain here. 1.25 into 1.25 into 1.4. 1.25 into 1.4. There I converted into like decimals and then I multiplied, so I got the answer 1.7500, 1.7500. Now you see the same question without converting into like decimals. What is the answer? Let us discuss. 1.75 into 1.4, 1.75 into 1.4, sorry, 25, 1.25 into 1.4. So now you see 4 5s are, ignore the decimal and multiply. 4 5s are 20, 4 5s are 20, 4 2s are 8, 4 5s are 20, 2 is there, 4 2s are 8 plus 2 10, and 4 1s are 4 plus 1 5. Next 1 5s are 5, 1 2s are 2, 1 1s are 1, 0 5 7 1. Now you count it. Here 2, here 1. After the decimal point, how many digits are there? Here 2, here 1. Together 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3 decimal places. Count from right side. Leave that many digits, 1 2 3, and place the decimal point. This is 1.750. Here while we got 4, as we converted into, here we got 4, as we converted into decimal places as like. You see the same question here, as we converted into like decimals. So here 2, we placed 4 and counted. But here we without converting into like, we counted 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1.750, 1.7500. Both gives the same answer, the exact answer. Both are same. It is, I hope it is clear to you how to multiply the decimal number to decimal number. Now, when a decimal is multiplied by 10, 100 or 1000, the digits in the product are same. When we multiply, when a decimal number is multiplied by 10, 100 or 1000, the digits in the product are same as in the decimal number, but the decimal point in the product is shifted to the right by as many places as there are zeros over 1. As many places are there as over 1. So here you see 0.07 into 10. 0.07 into 10 multiplied. So here 2 digits are there. So 1 over, after 1, how many zeros are there? That many digits will move from left to right. 0.07 into 100. See, the answer is 7. 0.07 into 100,000. The answer is 70 point. So let us verify. Let us have some more examples how to multiply with 10, 100 or 1000. Let us see multiplication of a decimal by 10 or 100 or 1000. So product remains same. That means the digits which we are multiplying, the number which we are multiplying, that the digits remain same. Only the thing is the decimal point will move from shifted towards right. So 0.7 into 10. 0.7 into 10. So this answer is, just we multiply 0.7 into 1, just multiply over 1, that many zeros. 0.7 into 1, we just will write as 7. How it is 7? You see, 7 by 10 into 10. So 10 ones are 10, which is equals to 7. So 0.7 into 10, forget about this 1. So here point, right? Just multiply with 7 into 10, 70. 7 into 10, 70. Point will move towards this side. So 7 into 7.0, or it is nothing but 7. 7.0, or it is nothing but 7. Now you see one more example. 0.7 into 100. 0.7 into 100. 7 ones are 7. We write like that. And how many zeros are there? We just base that many zeros. Now, how many zeros you are having here? That many places you have to shift from right to left, from left to right, towards this one. So here the point will come here, that is 70.0. How it is? 7 by 10 into 100. You see 7 by 10 into 100. 0 cancel. 7 into 10, which is equals to 70. Which is equals to 70. So that many zeros it will be moving towards 1.25 into 1000. 1.25 into 1000. So this decimal point will move towards right. How many zeros are there? That many places will move. Observe it. 1.25. First you write 1, 2, 5. Write all 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. Now you see. Here 3 zeros are there. 3 zeros are there. 3 zeros are there. Are you following? That many 1 over how many zeros are there? That many decimal places you have to move. So this will be moving. Actually it is here. So 1, 2, 3. So now the answer is 1250.00. 1250.00. It is moving from here. Same thing. You can count from the end. From the end, 2 digits. 1, 2. Both give same meaning. Both gives same meaning. Next, 1.47. 11.4 into 100. See here, 11.4 into 100. 114 into 1. 114 and 2 zeros you added. Besides that, how many digits after the decimal point here? Actually, it is 1. Okay. Here, how many zeros you have? 2 zeros. So this has to move 2 decimal places. This has to move 2 decimal places. Actually, the point was here. So just move 1, 2. So the answer is this one. Answer is 1140.0. Is it clear how to multiply with 10, 100 or 1000? Let us discuss exercise questions. So let us discuss some of the questions from exercise 2.6. Question number 1, question number 3 and question number 5. So in question number 1, find. So normal multiplication. One is the decimal point and it is a whole number. Decimal point and a whole number. Decimal point and a whole number is given. And here decimal point and tens, hundreds and thousand. Tens, hundreds, thousand. And in question number 5, we have both the decimal numbers. Both are decimal numbers. Let us see how to multiply. So 0.2 into 6. Normal multiplication. Ignore the decimal point. Ignore the decimal point. 6 2s are 12. 1. 6 zeros are 0. Plus 1. 1. So now, how many decimal digits are there after the decimal point? Here 1. So count from right side and place it. 1.2. Therefore, 0.2 into 6 is equals to 1.2. 1.2. I hope it is clear to you in this. Let us go to the next question. 211.02 into 4. 211.02 into 4. So 211.02. We are multiplying with 4. 4 2s are 8. 4 2s are 8. 4 zeros are 0. 4 1s are 4. 4 1s are 4. 4 2s are 8. Now, after the decimal point, how many digits are there here? 2. So, count from right side. 1, 2 and place the decimal point. Therefore, 211.02 into 4 is equals to 844.08. So, this is the way to find the product. Now, it is very easy to multiply with the tens or hundreds or thousand. So, with the 10, just adjust it. Decimal point will move towards right side. Towards right side. These digits will be as it is. Only decimal will move towards right side. So 300 which is equals to 1 into this number. Ignore this decimal. 1 into this 368 and besides you write 0. Now actually decimal point was here. So it will move towards right side. Towards right side it will move. That how many digits it will move? As it is 0, 1 0 is there. Only one place. So here 368.0. Similarly to the next question you see, which is 156.1 into 100. Forget about this decimal. 1561. If you multiply with 1, besides you write 2 zeros first. Then after here how many zeros are there? 2 zeros are there. So it has to move 2 decimal places from 1. From 1 it has to move. Actually the point is here. So 1, 2. So you have to place the decimal point over here. This is the answer. It has to move 2 digits. 1, 2. Are you following? 2 decimals, 2 places it will move. Similarly to the next question. See here. So this side nothing is there. 0.03 into 1. So we write 03 and 3 zeros you see. Here you have to take care. Actually 3 zeros are there. You have to move. You have to move 3 decimal places. Like 3 digits you have to shift. This is 1, 2, then one more 3. That means 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Here the decimal point, which is equals to this side no counting. So 30.00. 30.00. You see, observe it clearly. 0.03. 2 after the decimal point. 2 are there here. But you are multiplying in 1000. It is also normal multiplication like this only. From right side you count and place the decimal point. That also gives same meaning. Or that many zeros. How many zeros are there? 3. That many decimal digits you have the places. You have to shift from the point 1, 2, 3. So it comes 30.00. Do you understand? Let us move to question number 5. Find 0.2 into 316.8. However you do, first you write this number or next you write this number. Closure or commutative properties we have discussed in the previous chapter, that is integers chapter you have discussed. What are the properties you have? So 0.2 into 316.8. However you multiply you get the same answer. So what I am doing, as it is somewhat bigger number, first I write that 316.8 so that it will be easy for us to multiply 0.2. Now you see, in one step it will be completed. If you write this one up, then you need to take more steps. So 2 8s are 16, 2 6s are 12, 2 8s are 16, 2 6s are 12, 12 plus 1, 13, 2 1s are 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 2 3s are 6, 2 8s are 16, 1, 2 6s are 12 plus 1, 13, 2 1s are 2 plus 1, 3, 2 3s are 6. Now with 0 if you want to do, 0 8s are 0, 0 6 are 0, 0 1s 0, 0 3s 0. Right? Now you see 6, 3, 3, 6. After the decimal point, this side is not necessary. If it is necessary, you can place. Now, after a decimal point, here 1 digit, here 1 digit. Total how many? 2. 1, 2. So answer is 63 point. Therefore, answer you can mention over here. That is 0.2. In the box I am writing answer. Therefore, 0.2 into 0. That is 316.8 is equals to 63.36. Let us see the next one more question. 11.2 into 0.15. 11.2 into 0.15. If you multiply, you can write 0 as if it is required. Convert it into like decimals. So 5 zeros are 0, 5 twos are 10, 5 ones are 5 plus 1 6, 5 ones are 5. See here, I added one more 0 as to convert into like decimals. So 5 zeros are 0, 5 twos are 10, 5 ones are 5 plus 1 6, 5 ones are 5. Next 1 0 zeros are 0, 1 twos are 2, 1 ones are 1, 1 ones are 1. As it is 0, it is up to you whether you multiply or you can leave it. But if you multiply, you will get one more line. So zeros is next. Zeros, 0 ones are 0, 0 twos are 0, 0 ones 0, 0 ones 0. So when you add 0, 0, 8, 6, 1, this side is 0. But when we place the decimal numbers, here 2 and here 2, total 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that this side you need to count while writing, as the 0 is left side, 1.6800. Therefore, the answer is 1.68. That zeros, whether you write or you don't write, that doesn't matter. 1.68 zeros. Is it clear, students? How to multiply decimal to decimal, decimal to a whole number, then multiplication with the tens, hundreds, and thousands. Let us see question number 2. Find area of a rectangle whose length is 5.7 cm and breadth is 3 cm. So as we know that area of a rectangle, that is here length of the rectangle is 5.7 cm and breadth is given as 3 cm. What is the, how do you calculate area? In class 6 we have discussed about perimeter and area chapter. How to find out area of a rectangle? Yes, exactly, you are right. Area of a rectangle is length into breadth. Area of a rectangle is length into breadth. So length of the rectangle, look at this, length of the rectangle, length L is equals to 5.7 centimeter. As I am mentioning only length, for which figure we are discussing? We are discussing about the rectangle. So length of the meaning is here, length of the rectangle L is equals to 5.7 centimeter. Breadth of the rectangle, which is B, 3 centimeter. We are talking about the rectangle. So breadth is given as 3 centimeter. Area of rectangle formula. Area of rectangle is equals to, what is the formula? L into B square units. So unit area always will be measured in square units. So now L into B, which is equals to 5.7 centimeter, 5.7 into 3 square centimeter. As it is centimeter, both are in centimeter. So now you multiply normal multiplication. 3 sevens are 21, 3 fives are 15 plus 2 17, and 1 digit is there, square centimeter, 17.1 square centimeter. Therefore, area of the rectangle is 17.1 square centimeters. 3 sevens are 21, 3 fives are 15 plus 2 17. Is it clear to you all? Do you understand? So this how we find the product of decimals, decimal to decimal, whole number to decimal, decimal number with multiples of 10, 100, 1000. Yes, students, clear? Here we have some homework questions. Some of the questions we discussed in exercise 2.6 and leftover questions. I have written one question number 1, question number 3, question number 4 and 5. In that, these are the bits you have to complete. I hope it is clear to you how to find the product of decimal to decimal, decimal to a whole number to a decimal, and decimals with the multiples of 10, 100 or 1000. Let us meet again in the next class. Thank you.